Hello there, and welcome to another edition of What's Between Us. I'm Lisa Michaels. You're watching a show that's supposed to be kind of funny. It's about relationships, something I have very little of experience in since I haven't had one in years. So it should be kind of funny. Hopefully you'll like it. Hopefully you've watched it before. If not, you're in for a real treat. Tonight I've got my Gigi, my gentleman guest co-host, with me. I get a different one every week, and you too could be one of my gentleman guest co-hosts if you'd like by contacting us on our website. My gentleman guest co-host is Nick Corsall. Nick, thanks so much for joining us. I really appreciate it.
Well, Lisa, thank you, and let me take this opportunity to let you know that the pleasure is completely on this side of the stage, and we're ready to rock and roll. We're ready to take some questions and answer some phone calls and talk about this.
Yeah, get it all out on the table. That's what we do. We talk about lighthearted relationship stuff that that everybody faces when they're dealing with it. A boyfriend, a girlfriend, husband, a wife, or maybe you don't have a husband or wife like myself or my co-host.
Or me.
Yeah, I generally get single guys to do the job of gentleman guest co-host because of the fact that if a fella has a lady at home, generally he edits his comments.
He's going to hide what he exactly. He's going to hide his true feelings from the camera and the audience that watching.
That's right. That's right. He's going to hide it. He's going to you might not say exactly what you really think. We're on a journey here tonight. We are trying to find out what makes the other side tick. What makes women tick if you're a guy, what makes guys tick if you're a woman. It's all a big mystery to each of us. So we're trying to come up with answers. I have learned so much by doing this show. I'm working on almost my second year of doing this. Isn't that amazing?
That is.
And I run into people all the time that are saying that they've seen the show. They just snap by. But I'm so glad you watch, and I hope that you're a regular watcher. And if you have an interest, if you're a strong, opinionated man, and you'd like to be a GG, a gentleman guest co-host on my show, I would take this opportunity to please ask you, to implore you, to go to whatsbetweenus.org and email me and let me know, send me your picture, and let me know why you think you'd be a good GG, and then we'll have you on the show.
These are kind of, we're going to call them man rules, and I got forwarded this email from a buddy of mine while I was working. I don't know what he was doing, but obviously he had enough time in his schedule to forward some emails, and I thought they were kind of funny. Now, take these with a grain of salt, please. Don't take them to heart or take offense to them. These are just kind of some funny things that a lot of guys, and I found that they rang true with me.
Okay.
So
these are the rules.
These are man rules. Yes, and there's
the woman rules. You know that, right? Have you ever heard of their? Oh yeah, they're the ones who started it.
No.
Oh yeah.
No.
How to catch a husband?
No.
If you follow the rules, you too will find yourself in wedded bliss, ladies.
Oh dear, I don't know. Well, first of all, let's start off with number one. And mind you, when I received the email, every one of these man rules was labeled number one. So I think they all are very important to all men out there. Number one, ladies, men are not mind readers. So if you have something to say or if you're feeling something, let us know. 'Cause we're not going to know just by you coming in the room and, okay, obviously, yeah, you got a sad face, or maybe you throw your purse down and run into the bathroom real quick. I mean, yeah, we're going to tell that, okay, maybe she's upset.
You should understand when you ask us if something's wrong and we say nothing in that tone of voice that there obviously is something wrong.
You know, I'm glad you actually just asked that because there's a man rule regarding that.
Yes. That addresses that very issue.
Yes, and here we go. It says, if we ask what's wrong and you say nothing, we're going to act like nothing's wrong. So, I mean...
No, you're supposed to realize, you're supposed to listen to the tone of voice. I clearly said nothing. I didn't say, nothing, honey, can I get you a beer? You know?
Well, this doesn't take into account the tone of voice, but if you say nothing, we're men. We're men.
So you guys are real base.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean,
whatever is said, that's it.
Right.
You know? So, because do you realize that we women, we go home, girls, and we go home and we talk to our girlfriends, and we said, well, he said this, and he kind of said it in a way where I think he meant this, and but then he did this, so I don't know what I'm supposed to think. Well, so why do men do men really? Is it that complicated?
Well, boy, I don't know. Can it plead the fifth?
Have you when you had in your limited experience with the wide variety of ladies? There's been a wide variety. It's just no extended period. Is that what
I've never found myself in a relationship, caught in a relationship per
Caught.
se.
See, he feels like he's been corralled. Woo!
Yes.
All right.
Trapped.
Well, trapped. So, but when you were seeing somebody, were you trying to ever like give her the impression, or do you usually, when you want her to know something, you just come out and say it? Or do you like try to beat around the bush and kind of figure out what you're...
You know, I think a lot of times men will try and beat around the bush, and men will try and tell the ladies what they want to hear in order to impress them or shut them up or... you know, you name it, the list goes on. But, you know, a lot of times, excuse me, I think that can lead to fouled up relationships. And when you are hiding your true feelings and when you are hiding what you really feel.
But what if you're not telling him everything because you think that you'll hurt her feelings, but you want her to know something, but you don't know exactly how to say it without hurting her feelings or something? Or you're worried she'll get upset?
There's, you know, there's definitely, as in a lot of things, there's definitely going to be a gray area. It's kind of a touchy subject. It's kind of one of those things where you're going to have to take a step back, reevaluate the situation, and maybe try and come up with an answer. But yeah, it's easier said than done. Pretty good. It says, learn to work the toilet seat. You're a big girl. Okay?
I wish my kids were here right now because my boys are terrible that way.
Well, if the seat's up, put it down. You expect us to, I mean, or if the seat's down, put it up. You expect us to always put the seat down for you. Why can't it go both ways? Why can't you put the seat up for us?
I've thought about that, and I've got the reason why that is.
Why is that?
Is because, not to get too graphic, but men actually do need to use it in the seated position at times. And women never, let me say, never need to use it in the upward position.
Well,
so since men kind of sometimes need it in that position, sometimes don't, that's why you should always put it down. That's my theory. I'm sticking with it. What do you think?
I mean, you know, how often, you know, maybe 1 or 2 times a day men need that thing down?
I know, but still, but 100% of the time we need it down, we never need it up. And not 100% of the time. You cannot make that same claim, you men. You cannot do it. I also, while we're on the subject of bathrooms, I have to say this, and I've talked about this with my friends, and I'm very concerned about this problem. That is the inequity of men's and women's showers in public restaurants. In the locker rooms. It is pretty pathetic. Let me guess. Okay, let me be like, you know, a mind reader here. When you go into your high school and your workout locker rooms, the shower is nothing but a large room with a bunch of spigots sticking out throughout the whole room.
You'd be right.
So everybody can check everyone out.
Yeah, absolutely.
Horrifying as a single mother of 3 boys going to our little athletic club and thinking that there's strange men in the shower with my sweet boys and these little spigots sticking out. Just very scary. Okay, let me just educate you on the women's bathroom. You men out there, you may not realize this, but I'm telling you what we normally get, we women do. And this was even true in high school. We have our own little individual shower, okay? Then we have a curtain separating the own little individual shower from the little changing room off the one individual shower with a little bench where we can put our clothes, and then another curtain separating us. So we have 2 curtains on either side of us in the little changing room, and then we have our own little private. So nobody checks each other out in the girls' locker room. It comes down to the point
where guys really just don't care. And to be perfectly honest, guys, if you see someone checking you out in the locker room, you better give them the backhand. I mean, come on, that's just...
But why do you need to have a room full? Why does everybody need to be in the same room?
Why do you need a curtain?
Because we don't need to be seen. It's a private thing. Why do you need a stall?
You can still shower in your little corner without having a curtain.
I don't understand the difference. You should make, either both of them should have a room full of spigots, or both of them should have private showers for everybody. You know, I mean, we go back down to the construction. You're in the construction business to a certain extent. And, you know, why is it more expensive? What's the deal?